Well, my next guest is a Seattle author who set out on a journey to meet 50 women in all 50 states. Her goal was simple: to find the things that unite us in an increasingly divided world. She wrote about her experiences in a new memoir called Table for 51, lessons learned from sharing meals across America. Welcome to New Day, Sherry Lead. Thank you.
Hi, yeah, it's great to be here in my home city.
I know, you're local, which is so amazing. So meeting friends in all 50 states, that's a lofty goal. Talk to me about why you wanted to take this on.
Sure. Well, most of these women were strangers, so we became friends over shared meals. And I grew up not traveling the U.S. I had never traveled the U.S. before. I'm actually adopted from Korea.
Okay.
But my parents were born in the Seattle area, and they had been interned during World War II. They were Japanese American. And so I was raised with the idea that maybe I wasn't welcome across the U.S. So I wanted to rewrite that belief and believe that I'm welcome everywhere. And I found that. It was an incredible experience.
That is such an incredible journey. And why was it important to you to, like you just mentioned, share a meal with each person?
You know, there's something about sitting across the table with someone and sharing a meal. I mean, since the dawn of time, sharing food has meant survival, safety, and belonging. And just sitting down, sharing a meal. A lot of the women took me to places that were, kind of state-like. In Maine, I had lobster.
There you go.
Yeah, it made it really easy for them to share their lives with me, and it just lowered our stress levels sitting across from one another, and everyone's happy when they're eating.
It's true. Everyone's in a good mood. And how did your journey, because you talked about this, change your perspective on the country when you were done?
Yeah, I was surprised how welcoming everyone was.
Really?
And
good.
These were a very diverse group of women, ages 20s to 60s, different races, political beliefs, religious beliefs, economic levels. And I told all of them at the end, I'm going to do a survey and find out where everyone's at, and I'm going to share. I said that, I did the survey, and I decided not to share. Because what I found that surprised me is how connected we all are. And now all these women, I have Zoom calls that we meet up on, and all these women are connected through this project, and I didn't want to mess that up by putting all these labels into it.
Yeah, and how did you find all these women? Because you talk about how most of them, like you said, are strangers.
So 21, I got on my own, and it could have been like somebody I met, well, for instance, my web designer. She's in Indiana. Never met her before.
Yeah.
And so people like that, and then I reached down social media and said, I have these states left. Friends gave me their cousins, their old college roommates, their nieces. And then I had 13 states where I had no contact, like West Virginia. And so I then just kind of cold called. And I looked at LinkedIn. I thought, well, if they're women business owners, maybe then they'll be rooted in their state and won't stand me up. So I got 13 on my own, basically sending them everything except my social security number, so they didn't think this.
Meet me, have a meal with me.
This crazy woman from Seattle is flying over, to Vermont, just to meet with me.
But important takeaways. What else do you want people to know about your experience?
I think how open people are to sit down and meet, and I'm really encouraging people now. This has turned into somewhat of a movement, just to go and ask somebody to a cup of coffee, a meal, because I think we owe the next generation to show them how to connect. We've done a really good job showing them how to disconnect, but the one thing we still need with AI and everything that's coming in, we still need food and human connection. That's never going to go away.
It's so true. And making new friends, I feel like for some people can also feel really daunting as you get older. So what advice do you have for people to kind of put themselves out there that might be really craving connection as well?
One of my good friends, AJ, he's in Portland, and he's moved around a lot. And wherever he goes, he has this great group of friends. And I asked him, how do you do that? And he said that his parents taught him, whenever you go into a new place, join a gym, a health club, an arts organization of some sort that you like, and some type of nonprofit. 3 different things, and in those different places you'll find your people, because it really is a numbers game, and you have to put yourself out there. It's awkward at first, but it gets easier as you go along.
Definitely, and that's such a good idea to find something that interests you, and maybe you'll find like-minded people and have a nice time.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here, Sherry. We really appreciate it.
This was great. Love Seattle.
I mean, we all do, don't we? We love it. And